So today's climb is for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey from the high-rise roof team there in Manhattan, out of the Wall Street Bulls house, south on Wall Street. Another brother going up from ladder 15. This 110 is his. Give him with honor and respect. This climb is dedicated to the FDNY, off and on the line, to his wife Carol, his son Brian, his daughter Caitlin, and his stepdaughter Carrie. He will not be forgotten. He will always be remembered. Started his career on the FDNY in 1982. Was originally part of the West Side Tigers into 23 before moving to the Pride of Midtown. Ladder 4, never missed a performance. And then was promoted to lieutenant at the high-rise roof team there at the Wall Street Bulls house, alongside Engine 4, Ladder 15, also with the Special Operations Command Decon unit. So, here we go. 110 floors. Like I said before, this climb is dedicated to his family, his wife Carol, his son Brian, his daughter Caitlin, and stepdaughter Carrie. We will not forget the sacrifice that was made on 9/11/2001 so that others could live. And right now we're pushing it, going 110. Another brother carried vertical. The last climb went up for the high-rise roof team also, with Larson. And this one right now is for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey. Got his career started in the FDNY in 1982. It was also said before that he was a civil engineer, and he actually worked on Trump Tower. So he had a love for the skyscrapers and a love for the engineering involved. So like I said before, this is his 110. The 343 commandment, and still counting. 110 floor start climb for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey. I don't have my climb helmet on right now. I actually have my department helmet because yesterday I attended a luncheon at the New Mexico, West Texas Optimist International's conference, where I gave an understanding and a brief explanation of the mission of the 343 commitment and still counting. So my helmet will be here next shift, is there at the house. So it was an honor to be able to talk to all the representatives of all the clubs and explain to them that we made a commitment to never forget, to always remember the sacrifices made so that others could live. So this is why we do that, why we climb, to always remember our brothers and those brothers and sisters that have followed within the and still counting. Right now we're going 110 for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey, the high-rise roof team. Got it started in 82. Was part of the West Side Tigers in 23. Before moving to the Pride of Midtown, Ladder 4. Before he was promoted to lieutenant for the high-rise roof team there at the Wall and South Street. Housed with the Wall Street Bulls. Engine 4. Special Operations Decon. And right now, another brother is headed to the top. A lieutenant with the FDMY. A civil engineer who actually worked on Trump Tower. Was very busy in his community within his church, St. Catherine's, and his school PTA for his children. This 110 has given an honor and respect to the sacrifices made so that others could live, and those that have followed. We will not forget what happened. We will always remember our brothers and those left behind. We will always remember the and still counting, that worked the pile for hours, days, weeks, months to bring resolve to the families, to the FDNY, and to our nation. This right now is 110 floors of honor and respect given to Lieutenant Joseph Leavey, to his wife left behind Carol, his son Brian, his daughter Caitlin, and his stepdaughter Carrie. A promise was made, a promise being kept. He will always be remembered, never forgotten. This is the 343 commitment and still counting. 110 floor memorial stair climb of the initial 343 commitment prior to the and still counting memorial climbs. And right now I'm pushing the stairs for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey. Go in there with honor and respect. It was said he would just lay down and look up at the skyscrapers and marvel at the engineering, as he was a civil engineer. So he loved looking at how they were built and artistry behind it. especially with the World Trade Centers. Pushing him to the 110th floor. Taking another brother all the way to the top. Is where we're going right now. Back on duty. First climb of the tour for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey. Pushing him up to finish his climb. Should be reaching the over halfway point in about another 10 to 20 floors. So welcome from southern New Mexico, Solon Park Fire, station number 2 Gym. As you all know me, it's a little bit humid today. Was out doing some yard work earlier. It was hot. And now I'm in the gym, making it happen. Carrying another brother. 110 floors. On this one right now, it's for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey. The high-rise roof team is reaching that top again. Like I said, I just finished climbing for high-rise roof, the last climb. And right now, the lieutenant is going to the top. Going vertical for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey. Career started in 1982 with the FDNY, although he had aspirations of working for the FDNY from when he was a kid. I hope I'm getting it right because of all the community work he did within his church and children's school. Right now, 110 floors, going to the top for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey. Gonna reach that final vertical. For Lieutenant Leavey, high-rise roof team, reaching that top. Going there. 4th of 7 verticals underway. And it is hot. For Lieutenant Joseph Leavey, Ladder 15, Manhattan's high-rise roof team, housed there with the Wall Street Bulls and Special Operations Command Decon unit. While on South Street, will not be forgotten. All 343 and still counting will be accounted for as long as I can climb. As many as I can get vertical, we'll reach it. Right now it's for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey. Pushing him 110 floors with honor and respect for his wife Carol, son Brian, daughter Caitlin, and stepdaughter Carrie. I promise you he will not be forgotten. His legacy as a civil engineer, as a member of the FDNY, as a lieutenant on the high-rise roof team, and his previous assignments at Ladder 4 and Engine 23 will not be forgotten. He will be carried to the 110th floor with honor and respect given. Now this is the 5th of 7 verticals. Over the halfway mark has been completed for this 110 floors. Pushing them all the way to the top. Going vertical. As humid as it can possibly be inside this gym right now. It's going. Pushing each and every step. Around just a little over 40 floors to go in this 110. As I said before, this climb is dedicated to Lieutenant Joseph Leavey. Ladder 15, Manhattan's high-rise roof team. Housed there with the Wall Street Bulls, Engine 4, and Special Operations Command Decon. See if I can clear my mask up a tiny bit while I'm climbing. Whew. It is humid. And right now, happy to show you guys. 3rd floor so far of this 110 for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey. Getting there, but man, it is warm. Going vertical. Another brother, another 110. Thanks, Chris. After this one, we start counting down in the 150s from the top down to the next. This is the 184th climb of the 343 commitment and still counting Memorial Climb Series. And we're on the 6th of 7 verticals. Pushing it to the 110th. On the next little break, I'm gonna open up this front door to the gym because it is hot. One step closer to the next floor. One floor closer to the next brother. Being carried all the way. As I said before, my helmet is actually at home right now for my normal climb helmet. Had the honor of attending the New Mexico West Texas Optimist International District Conference luncheon yesterday, to which I was able to spread the word on the 343 commitment and still counting, and share the stories of Gary Bach, George Kane, and Tooley while I was there. It was an honor to be able to share the information. Brought their cards with me and spoke to several people individually on always remembering, never forgetting. All right, so we're at the 87th floor. I'm gonna pause this just a quick sec, open that door, and I'll be right back up on. Get a little breeze going in here. Here we go. So now, coming up on that last rest before that last vertical for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey, FDNY out of Manhattan, the high-rise roof team. Got his start in 1982. Prior to that, he was a civil engineer who actually worked on Trump Tower as part of his history. And now, coming up on that last of the verticals, we're going to reach the 101st floor for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey. For his wife Carol, his son Brian, his daughter Caitlin, and his stepdaughter Carrie. Your husband and your father will never, ever be forgotten. So here we go with the last vertical on this 110 floors, with honor and respect given for Lieutenant Joseph Leavey, Ladder 15's high-rise roof team out of Manhattan, housed with the Wall Street Bulls Engine 4, Special Operations Decon. We will never forget the sacrifices made so that others could live, where upwards of 25,000 were saved in the greatest rescue effort in U.S. history. And we will also never forget the Enstal County, those that worked the pile at ground zero for hours, days, weeks, months, years, until it was completely resolved. All remembered, never forgotten. This is 110 floors. Another brother gonna reach it very shortly. And we're almost there. Take that off for a second. Try to get a little bit of air back in again. It is way humid here. I can't risk it right now, so the jacket's off. Right now, Lieutenant Leavey is 8 floors from the top, joining all the other brothers from the high-rise roof team and those at the Wall Street Bulls. Here at South on Wall Street in Manhattan is dedicated to the FDNY. I was off and on the line. This is his wife Carol, son Brian, daughter Caitlin, and stepdaughter Carrie. We will not forget the sacrifices it made so that others could live on the back of the worst terrorist attack in U.S. history on U.S. soil. And we're 5 floors away now. We're getting there. For Lieutenant Joseph Leavey, second brother in a row from high-rise roof team. Larson, Scott Larson, I'm thinking of the correct, yeah. Scott Larson was the one before this one, and he was also on ladder 15. So when he started in 1982, Lieutenant Joseph Leavey started on Engine 23, the West Side Tigers, before moving to ladder 4. They're at Pride of Midtown with Engine 54, Battalion 9, to his final position at Wall and South Street with the Wall Street Bulls in 4, the high-rise roof team, ladder 15, and Special Operations Decon unit. And my brother, Lieutenant Joseph Leavey, we have completed this climb. Lieutenant, rest easy. We've got it from here.